So I was thinking maybe what could happen was some sort of a workout and then celebration. So, how does that sound to do some movement, get our blood flowing, and then have some intentional pleasure? Okay. 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 Ooh. Arm circles. Actually, let me think. Ooh. Okay. I think this is a great location. Ooh. As long as this can balance. Okay. Would you like to join me for some movement? I think I need to either lower this or move it back a little bit. I think that should just include it. And if a full push-up is too much, you can have your knees on the ground to make it considerably easier. Whew. Like this. Or this. And we can take as many breaks as we want to. Yeah. But I feel like push-ups, some people like them, some people don't. Not for everybody. There's also more fun, creative ways that we can move. Could pretend like nobody's watching, and we could dress up. Oh, I've got an idea. Wait, I'd like to do a little bit more push-ups before the idea. Do you want to do push-ups or some sort of a whatever, how you like to move or how you choose to move? I was not expecting that to happen. Okay. I feel like that's the universe saying that was enough. Time to change it up. Thank you, universe. Okay. Whew. Whew. Okay. Do you think that the goats will join us? I don't think so. Okay. Is that gonna stay? I don't know. Okay, so I have a surprise. Oh. This is quite the surprise. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. Wow. Ooh. I feel like the goats might be excited about this. I'm excited. And then we can experiment with fun movement. So I like having that in the frame. Whew. What does fun movement look like? Maybe it's a cat. Or maybe it's a hamster. Or maybe a butterfly. Maybe it's a really slow tiger. Oh, a car just drove by behind. I'm a bit self-conscious. I think I should, well, I don't believe in shoulds, but yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me. I wish that I wasn't so concerned about my safety and wearing something so creative and colorful and playful, but I do have concerns about my safety. And yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna take some deep breaths, because that was intense. Connect with nature. We have these glorious goats. Wow. I didn't think about that. But, of course, yeah. It's so difficult to express ourselves, to dress ourselves. Even before I was an adult, there was so much pressure and stress to dress in particular ways, and I remember being criticized for wearing a hat in the house. My grandmother, I don't usually call her my grandmother because that's not how my ancestors would talk about their grandmothers, because they weren't English. But she said, "Don't wear a hat. You'll never find a husband wearing a baseball hat." And she is right. I have never found a husband, and I have worn a number of baseball hats. So, yeah. Maybe she was right. And the other thing that she said, well, she said many things, but that was kind of similar, was I had a hoodie wrapped around my waist, and she said, "Don't do that, that's what lesbians do." And I was maybe 8 years old, and I was like, "What's a lesbian?" And she was like, change the topic. But somehow I knew that she was saying something that was very telling about how she understood who she was, who I was, what our family was supposed to be, and that just by dressing myself or wearing a sweatshirt around my waist, I was breaking some sort of a code, and that I shouldn't do what I was doing or be who I was. And ultimately, she did become supportive, and I was able to be myself, and she loves me. And at the same time, having those experiences growing up in a family where people wanted to be normal, and normal was straight and married with kids and having a respectable job, and I seem to have failed at all of those expectations, and I'm grateful to be here, and at the same time, in some ways, I think maybe I would be a little closer to home if there wasn't so much challenges in my history of feeling like my needs are a priority, and yeah. Thank you for letting me share that with you, and I feel like there's a general trajectory to a lot of the videos that I tend to make, and I do enjoy that trajectory. I don't know if this video is going to take that trajectory. I'm open to the possibility, but at this moment it doesn't feel like that's the case. But how to end a video? I know. Let me surprise you. Such a pain to close my eyes. It's such a pain to close my eyes. Falling in this deep That was so cool. Thank you. Thank you for sharing this. I can't believe that I get to do this. Like, I'm not gonna have kids. I'm not gonna get married. Well, maybe I'll get married. I'm open to that possibility, but not with monogamy. And it's been difficult to find people that understand wanting to love abundantly and to have a serious emotional commitment. And I'm sure that it's possible, but it's been difficult to find. I can't do casual sex. I want love, but not love like monogamous love. I don't want to feel like I can't share my love with the universe. And I think that's why being an imaginary boyfriend to the universe, that experience of sharing love abundantly, is spiritually aligned with wanting to share love without it being under some sort of a restriction of one person. And I know that monogamy works for some people, but I need to be free to share my love without feeling like I can't love somebody like I believe that it's possible to love multiple people at the same time. And I know that it's true. Whew. Just closing this fence. Whew. I guess maybe monogamy feels like a fence, and I feel like a goat that is stuck and can't explore, and it just doesn't work for me to be fenced in. And some people love the fence. Some people feel like it keeps them safe, and for me, it makes me feel like I can't fully express who I am, or my spirituality, or just, well, I was going to say just love, but love isn't like just. Love isn't something small. I think love is something that, for me, can't be fit into a box or a fence. It is expansive. It is explosive. It is magical. And it's not quite possible to put it into words. And it exists, and maybe we don't see it, or maybe we do. I believe we feel it when we know it in our bodies and in our hearts, and through being an imaginary boyfriend, I feel it, I live it, and I love it, and I am so grateful for this adventure where I am choosing my own adventure, and I wonder if you might be choosing your own adventure as well. And yeah, a science experiment, an artistic experiment, some sort of blend of both of them. And yeah, life is so strange and so unpredictable. I never would have imagined this moment, even when I started this today. I could not have imagined being here and having this heart to heart. It was not planned. The only thing that I really planned for was working out and that lovely accessory that I was experimenting with that didn't go the way that I'd hoped, but it's led us to here. And I'm grateful to be here. And it would not have been possible to get to this place without holding space for some of the discomfort of this journey. And in some ways, I'm grateful for the discomfort because it's led us to be right here, which is a pretty incredible place to be. Whew. Yeah, I feel like maybe doing some gentle movement would be something to experiment with. Whew. Today there's been storms and there's been sun, and it almost feels like it's alternating between the two. And I wonder if sometimes our experience of time and mood is kind of up and down, almost like a roller coaster, or one of those, was it like a bird in a glass of water that was just, I've been fascinated by those. I don't think I've ever seen one in real life, but I've seen them on screens and wondered the physics that supports that movement. Oh yeah, gentle movement. I'm breathing. I would like to cordially invite the goats to join us up here. I'm trying to not spend too much time in the long grass because I end up getting very itchy. And yeah, it seems to be less itchy over here. But I do love to say hello, and I hope that they appreciate it as well. And I hope that you appreciate it as well. I think it's been a little while since I've made art. I would like to maybe bring out the watercolors soon and do some watercolors. Would you like to do some watercolors? I feel like they're extremely forgiving in terms of art supplies. Oh, that feels so good. It looks a little funny, but it feels like something that my body wants. Sometimes I close my eyes to try to really focus on the inside as opposed to the outside. Our eyes in particular can take in so much information that sometimes we can get really focused on what's outside of us and lose connection with what is inside of us and with what our bodies are needing. As an adult, I feel like we tend to get stuck in these particular positions, like sitting or couches or lying down. And there's nothing wrong with sitting or couches or lying down, but sometimes if we have the ability to move, even if somebody is like limited to being in a chair, to move within the chair, or to dance within the chair. And I feel like taking up space feels unnatural. Like to just make this with my arms, I feel very aware that I'm taking up space. And I thought a sneeze was coming, but I think there's been a delay. Oh wait, it's on its way, but I feel like it's a very slow build. I'm gonna guess in 120 seconds, but we will see. Would you like to place your bet on how long it's gonna take for my nose to have a significant release? We will see. Maybe I won't sneeze at all. You can also place your bets. Am I serious? Am I serious? Am I serious? Am I serious? I am very serious. I am. Today somebody said something to me, and I believed them, and I was gullible. Which makes me anxious that I am still so gullible even after so many, I'm not sure why, but I want to believe what people say, and I want to trust people. And it was a harmless lie, but in the moment I was very concerned and wanted to help, and yeah. Anyways, what was I gonna say? I don't know. I kind of want to just have like a little rest on this trampoline. I've never actually been on it before. I'm a bit nervous to get on it. Um, It would probably actually be a good way to have a little bit of space from the bugs. At least the ones that crawl. Okay. Oh, excuse me. That was... I apologize. Okay. Wow. This is a really... Wow. I like this. Huh. I can't believe that I haven't done this before. This is a cool place to be. Almost it's cozy. There's no ants crawling on me. Wow. Yeah. Here we are. I think I just want to breathe for a little bit. Like deeply. Do you want to breathe with me? So, some more developments have happened with the property manager, and I'm feeling stressed about it. I don't think I can get to the trajectory that I was. Yeah, I think I need to stop. Yeah. Sometimes when we're stressed, we need to stop what we're doing and do something else. So I'm just gonna model that. Thank you for joining me for this, and yeah, I'm grateful to share this with you.